Hello, good morning. Welcome back for today's session. um, so anyway, today I'm going to focus on working on, I don't know, I would like to finish a track. But mostly it's just going to be more just experimentation. And I also want to show you guys that my Midi keyboard broke. It's not really broke. It still works. It's an Asmoo's AMK 25 Mini. Was an Amazon special when I bought it, but two keys don't work no more. So yesterday, I decided to upgrade this and figure out something with this, but I have to, because it really does affect when you're trying to like put something and you're not getting notes out of one of the keys. So I decided to go to Guitar Center and buy a new MIDI controller. So I decided on buying this, the Akai MPK Mini. This is not a sponsor video. I have no idea. I never used this before. But I had a choice between this and Arturia Mini Lab and a Novation 25, I think it was. Now the Novation was on clearance. It was like $140. This was $100, and the Arturia was like $110. But the Arturia didn't have the roller wheels. It had like the finger slide thing, and I had experience with that where it just stopped working after a while. I just realized that I took this box from the back of the pile, and the sticker was already cut open. I don't even know. Like, look, it was already taken out the packaging. I hope I didn't buy a used one. Anyway, let's try to put this together. I'm probably just going to return it. Yeah, look at that. They took it out the packaging and everything. This is a return. Yeah, there's already like fingerprints on the keyboard. Cut! I gotta return this!
Many hours later.
Alright, y'all, so check it. That didn't take long, and that's an understatement. It took about 7.5 hours. But I didn't just go to Guitar Center to replace the MIDI keyboard. I ended up also going out, treating my parents to dinner at a Peruvian restaurant. So we're back, and now let's see. I made 100% sure, 1000% sure that this box was brand new. The dude at the Guitar Center even told me this was literally just got delivered like today or yesterday. So yeah, it was a weird situation. Note to self and note to everybody else: if you're buying something in the store and you take the box off the shelf, check it. Make sure that sticker is intact, or don't buy it. Alright, so I guess this will also be like kind of like a mini unboxing session, I guess you could say. So we're gonna say goodbye to the Amazon special. You served your purpose, good sir. So now let's open it up. So what are we gonna use? Oh, we're gonna use the coqui. Puerto Rican coqui frog. Alright, so let's open this box up. Has that new car smell. Alright, check it. Ooh, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's not how it was before. Oh, sorry. See, look at that. Everything packaged nice. So we're gonna throw everything in the box, get rid of the box. Let's put that over there. Alright, so it looks good, looks pretty, it's nice, it's in the brand new packaging. See, this was the experience I wanted the first time. Shout out to Richard at the Manhattan Guitar Center. Anything you need to know about professional audio equipment, you go see that dude. All right. Yeah, this is nice. See, look, that's the sound right there. Yo, that's nice. It's a good looking piece of equipment. All right, so let's not drop that. Put this over here with the box. Look at that. Everything brand new. Look at that. In the box, in the bag. Yeah, you know what I think happened? I think that other one was an open box return. And somebody just snuck it onto the shelf, hoping that some idiot like me will get duped into buying it, being none the wiser. But, nah, I peeped that real fast. Alright, so let's get... Yeah, because look, you can't even, like, mess this up. You have to literally rip everything open. So definitely that shit was a return. Look at that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So it's a USB-C to a USB-C, which I don't have these ports on my desktop. So I gotta go find now an extra long USB-C to USB-A. I'll be right back. So you know what? Upon further investigation, I found out I do have a USB-C attachment on my desktop. So I got that connected now. Let's get these hairs back up in there. That's funny, I look like a Fortnite skin. Alright, so now, let's, so first thing that shows up on the screen is Program 1 DAW. I'm guessing it's asking me to program this. I got no idea. Didn't really come with instructions, so let's Google that. Be right back. Alright, so right now, I just downloaded what's called the Studio Instrument Collection from Akai. Now, I don't know if you could download it without buying it. It looks like you just download it. Hopefully, I'm not letting everybody know a trick. So, supposedly, it's a VST plugin that you can load up, and it's free. I don't know how they control people from getting it if they don't buy the equipment. But anyway, I might have to register some. Again, this is like right before it installed. So I downloaded it and I'm installing it. So yeah. So let's see what happens after it installs. That, whatchamacallit, that Studio Instrument Collection download finally installed. So now I'm going to switch over into Fruity Loops. And I'm going to show that window as well as my camera, so I'll be right back. Alright, nice. So, I got the FL Studio up and running. I got my cam showing, so we're good to go. So, my goal right now is just to play around with this new Akai Mini keyboard controller and just practice, you know, doing some basic like song structures, throwing some chords and just playing around with beats. So most of this video, I'm not going to really be talking too much. But if there's anything that I do that you think that you notice that maybe I did something wrong or I overlooked something or you have a question about something, leave a comment and we'll figure it out. But right now, this is mainly just kind of like me vlogging pretty much. Just keeping myself motivated and inspired to just keep working on making music. So I'm going to shut up now. So basically, I read that I can use that instruments thing as a VST as an instrument. So everything that's included there, I'll be able to access. But it didn't really say anything because right now I'm still on PRG DAW or whatever. I don't even know. I keep clicking this. But yeah, so I'm turning the knobs and I'm noticing that on screen it tells you the value of the knob, which is amazing. So I'll have to get video of that and I'll put it on the screen. So basically, as you turn the knob, it's got like a little LED screen that tells you the value, right? Also the same thing with, I guess I'll just kind of turn it down. Hopefully you can see. Give me a moment. I'll go over there. So like as I turn this, right, it updates that over here. So I don't gotta like go back and update the video. Like it's got that little screen. So here I'm messing with the, I guess this is maybe like a pitch knob. Yeah, it's the pitch knob. And then there's the modulation knob. So that's pretty cool. And we're back. Alright. So enough of that. Alright, so let's see if it found that plugin. Usually it shows up in a different way. Oh, right there. Studio Instrument Collection. Dope. Alright, so let's go into FL. So let's add that instrument here. Yeah, okay. Allow access. Okay, so this is how they control everything. I don't know if you could see the extra pop-up windows, but there's another pop-up window, and it's asking me to scan the hardware. Let's see. How can I make that show? Yeah, I guess since it opened up another window inside of FL. Well, anyway. So your MPK Mini keyboard requires firmware update. Alright, so I gotta scan it. When complete scan for the new version, I hit scan now and it's not doing nothing. Open a standalone studio. Oh, okay, open a studio. So studio. Instrument collection. Alright. I'm gonna pause real quick. So basically it's asking me to open up that same plugin but standalone, not inside FL Studio. Okay, yeah, so you heard that. It's asking me to wait a minute. So I had to open the native Studio Instruments collection. So now it's doing that. So give me a moment. Alright, so I managed to figure out how to have that secondary window show up. Make sure everything's in the same. Yeah, so I have that secondary window pop up. And I'm able to not manage anything there yet. I'm working on updating it still. It said that there was an update, so let me close this. I downloaded the update, so let's get that started. So let's release that. So I'm going to pause again. Alright, so did the update, ran the update, just reopened FL Studio. So now let's replace this with that Studio Instrument collection, and let's see. Alright, so that shows up. Now it's not getting any input into FL Studio. So let's see if there's any why is it not? So let's press it. Alright, so let's go to Tools, Options, MIDI Settings. So let's see, MPK Mini, MIDI port, DOM port, let's try that. Plugin port, software, control type, Akai. Let's try this. I don't know. Generic control. Oh, I don't know what I did, but now it's working. Alright, so. Alright. Alright. So that's cool. So let's check out what's available here. So let's check out basses. That's kind of cool. That's funny. I accidentally just recreated dolls. That's funny. Mortal Kombat. That's funny. Oh, alien spaceships. Alright, let's check out bells. Yeah, too sad. Kind of has like a, I guess it's called a marimba. It's like that metal drum. It's like a silent metal drum. So what I've figured out is once you find the sound, you can click on this and you can play with these macros. They're not, doesn't seem to be, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. That sounds pretty cool. All right, so let's get that into a piano roll. I like that. How did that get there? Alright, so it's... Alright, so let's do a recording real quick. Alright, so it looks like I'm creating a feedback loop because FL, I think I remember the issue. I have to disarm the listening for this, so I have to disconnect it from the output channel. There we go. Hello, hello. All right. So now, but it's also going to record my voice, which I don't want to do. Where is it even getting it from? None. Hello? Yeah, I don't want to record my voice. All right. So I think we're good now. Everything is working fine. So let's see. Yeah, because now, okay, we're good. So let's try that again. So we're going to go into the studio. And let's try to get some notes into the piano roll. So what was it again? We wanted to disconnect the Midi. I am Confucius. Hello. Let me see something real quick. But why is it? I don't want the mic. How do I disable the mic? So let me see if I reconnect it here. Will I get the feedback again? Hello. All right, yeah. So that's so weird. But probably when I turn on the record, let's see. So there's gonna be notes and automation. So let's see if I get the loops again. All right. I think I got it. So that was the issue. I think for some reason the mic. Yeah, that's what it was. If I click this on, I'm gonna get the loop, and this has to also be the in out. So let me disarm that. So what note? What chord is this? So this is B C. I'm telling you, it's just a C major. What a basic chord. Let me see. No, that might be EF. That might be F major. So let's see. Let's check here. Nope, that was just a basic C major. 1, 2, 3. No, actually, it's a 1, 2, 3. Yeah, C major. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, C major. C major down to it has to be here. Alright, so let's add a metronome to that and let's re-record. Honestly, this is really all I need MIDI for. I don't really like. I'm probably eventually going to learn how to do all the other stuff with these knobs and buttons and stuff. What does this button do? But let's see. Alright. Notes and automation. Wait, what did I do? Hold on. That first one. So let's see. I like that. I like that chord. So what is that? It's just is that an extended like B? No, because that's so B, G5. So I don't know. I'm still learning all that stuff. That's why I'm here. So let's check this out. So ADF. Why did all this come out low like that? I hear a chord that has to come after that. So let's see. So let's see. That's a top C. So what's this? And let's just save that as so let's go here. Let's just call this test 1. Select. Test 1. Let's hear what that ending sounds like. I like that. That's good for now. Let's turn this off. Just some of these notes. All right. So what I started getting in the habit of doing is just exporting audio files. But before we do that, let's just play around with this. That sounds softer. So this might be acting as a decay. Yeah, that's like decay. Oh, I like that. Let's add a little bit of a pass filter there, get rid of some of the bass. I don't know, I kind of really like this limiter. Adjust these notes a little bit again. Browser. Let's see, kick. I don't know what that was. Anyway, so what do we do? Let's just play around with more stuff. This sounds like kind of like happy-ish. So what do we got? C, A, B. So that's C, A, B, A, B, C, down 2, up 1, down 2 again. Bass line is just C, A, C, A. Can I duplicate this? Let's see. Oh, it's gonna crash the system. Let's find a bass. Bass. It's kind of cool to give you this stuff. Check out some pads. Wow, wow, wow. Ooh. It's interesting. Again, trying to keep it basic, so let's do it. So basically just gonna go and then down. But let's bring down the volume. And that's just gonna repeat. It's gonna repeat. Let's try it an octave down. Ooh. Let's try it even lower. That might be too low. So let's bring it all back up another octave. Let's play with some of the macros. Maybe it's a little too slow, let's see. So we're at 120. Why does it keep going? Which, maybe this one? This is like real slow. This feels like those nature documentaries. I guess I've been watching too much National Geographic at night. And here we have the endangered blue jay. No, hopefully the blue jays aren't endangered. I don't know. I take that back. But it sounds cool. Alright, let's just put a beat on it. Let's see. That was fun. All right, let's try something else. I'll just leave that new basic. Save, save, save. Let's try something else. Let's start with a beat first. But let's. I like that. Let's do some reggaeton. That sounds interesting. Let's do 105. Alright, so let's save this. Oh, yo, you gotta be kidding me. Yo, that shit crashed. How that shit crash when I don't even have any VST plugins plugged in? And that was a fire beat. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Alright. Let's go back. Watch, I ain't gonna find it now. Alright. It was that. Let's go find a kick again. Damn, which kick was it? Was it that? It might have been that one. Alright, let's save it right now. Let's pick a folder. Alright. Where is it? Music. Let's call this Reggaeton Uno. Literally, I wrote Reggaeton Uno. Reggaetuno. Reggaetono. Alright. Let's bring it back down to 105 BPM. Oh, it's right here already. See, it don't even have the same feel anymore as it had before. I hate when that happens. Yeah, let's just lay it out. Let's see what happens. See, it's happening again. For some reason, like, it just disconnected. So I unplugged and plugged it back in. It made the sound. And it's just... it's not doing nothing. So let's try it again. So I went here. I did this. And then I went back to generic and it worked. That's so weird. Oh, that sounds like reggae right there. Alright, so pull back the BPM down to 95. Let's try 95. Yeah, I'm not feeling this sound no more. interesting sounds. These sound real interesting. Ghost in the Fog. Let's check out effects. Bells. Kind of like that. See, let's mess with this a little bit. It's a little bit too bright. Not feeling this one no more. Oh wait, hold on, I just changed the wrong one. Interesting sounds. hell was that? It's pretty cool. I'm digging it. I'm just going to play around some more. Thanks for watching. Sorry if it got a little boring for a little bit. Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good day and be blessed.